it. I like to move it, move it. They like to move it, move it. All girls all over the world. Original King Julian for the dance one. I love how all the girls move their body. And when you move your body, you're moving nice and sweet and sassy. Alright? Woman, you do, and you don't need no makeup. Original cute body, make a man follow you do. And you don't need no makeup. Original cute body, make a man follow. I love it when you're waiting for me. Hey, Kelsey, Donna Joe. All right, JC and Dean, all of you guys, so good to see you. Move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. We like to move it, move it. We like to move it. All right, everybody. Good evening, good evening. Sorry we're a little late today. I am having some definite computer issues today. It's crazy. Files disappearing, things not updating like it's supposed to. You know, that is the way of the world. I think there's something going on anyway, because our Tupperware website's been having issues. My computer's been having issues. So obviously there are some nutsy things going on here today. But I'm Marcia Brown. I'm here today with you to talk about our amazing business and what we have available to us. We have several things we're going to talk about tonight, and we're going to take a deep dive look into warranty and how you work with the warranty program, because I know I get lots and lots of questions from folks. And just last week we were at an event, and I had several people who came up, and during COVID, 2020 and into 2021, there were people who had reached out to Tupperware about some of their warranty items. And of course, as some of you know, some of you don't know this, but during about a year and a half of time when we went to a new platform, we actually were unable to handle any kind of warranty. And, that's one of the cool things about our Tupperware product is that we do have this amazing warranty that we, guarantee our products, because that's why you buy Tupperware, because it's so much better than anything else there that's on the market. So we are super excited to have you all here. We're going to talk about that tonight so you can get a better look at it. But right now, I want to go ahead and share with you our opening quote for tonight. If I can get my thing to turn. There we go. All right. I made my place and worked it until it worked. I didn't work it until I got tired. I didn't work it until I felt like giving up. I worked it until it worked. It was sheer persistence, and I wasn't willing to give up until it worked. Make that agreement to yourself that you're not going to give up until it works. Work until it works. Okay, so why do I share that with you tonight? Well, I share that with you tonight because one of the most important things that we have to remember is that this is our business. We don't work for anybody else. We're not just showing up, punching a time clock and, getting paid whatever somebody gives us. We are the boss. We are the CEO of Me Incorporated. So everybody right now, pick up your right hand and I want you to turn it around and I want you to reach over your back and I want to pat you on the back. Okay. I want you to all give yourself a pat on the back because you work for the best boss in the world yourself. But that also means that you have no excuses. Because the success of your business, where you are in your business, is entirely up to you. And I know some of you might like me going, well, that's not true. It's not my fault. It's not this. It's not, nobody wants to have a party. Nobody's buying what I'm selling. I'm posting. I'm doing all this work and nothing's happening. And I get it because you know what? I've been there too. I've been there when I was showing up and I was working and I was doing things and I wasn't getting anywhere. But what I learned is that sometimes we have to step back and assess maybe what I'm doing isn't the right thing to be doing. Maybe I need to tweak it. Maybe I need to change it. You see, that is the reality of the world. In any job that you have, everything works until it doesn't. And when it doesn't, we have to make the change. We have to shift We have to try something new, try something different. We have to look at it with new eyes. And I'm saying this because we all have to go through this. So last week I was sharing with you that I've been in this business a really long time, and I've done lots and lots of vendor events. And we've been talking about that the last few weeks because there is a really important place for vendor events in our business because it's a way for us to connect with new customers. And guys, this is the key. This is the success point of our business, is that we have to continually be adding new people. Because if we keep going back to the same people, if we keep selling to the same people, eventually our well will dry up. If we keep going back to the same well and digging, pulling the water out, there's not going to be any more water in it. So this is the thing I want you to remember and ask yourself. You've worked really hard to get to this point that you're in. And you know what? All of you are such hard workers. And I am so proud of every one of you and what you do in your business and how you've worked your business. And I've seen the success that many of you achieved. And you've had some amazing parties and some amazing months of sales. And maybe right now you feel like it's dry. And it might be. Because that well that you've been digging in, that well that you've been going to right now might be dry. Doesn't mean that it might not refill, but right now it's dry. And that means we have to find a new well. We have to dig a new well. So years and years ago, there was, they used to have people who would come out to your yard and they would have these finding rods, divining rods is what they called them. And it was like a Y-shaped piece of wood. And they would go out and they could find wood because, see, people would have a well and their well would work really well. And they have lots of water coming up until one day there was no water because the well had gone dry. And so the diviner had to come out, and the water finder came out to find new wells, to find a new place to dig. And that's what it is in our business. And the key thing about this is that we just have to work our business smarter, not harder, smarter. And by that, I mean, every day, look at what am I doing to find new customers? How many new customers did I add today? So it's not enough just to say, okay, well, I'm just going to go out to a new place. How many new customers am I going to add today? And there's a couple of different things you can do. One of the things that I've always done in person, and I feel like this is a really great thing to do today because it still works, is that when you're out and about, you want to have kind of a way to capture people's info. Now, in today's world, you can do that on, a Google Drive. You can do this by having your flow code or flow sheet. And we're going to get someone to train on that one week for you guys if you're not familiar how to do it. But you can literally go to Google and go how to create a free flow code, and you can learn how to do it. But you can have, your information on a phone so much easier than the old days when we carried a piece of paper. But you know what? Pieces of paper work. And you carry a piece of, a little clipboard with pieces of paper and a pen. And you go out and you're talking to people and you say, hey, I'm a market research analyst with Tupperware. I want you to write that down. I'm a market research analyst with Tupperware. And our market research tells us that this is one of our most unserved areas, our most undeveloped markets. Okay. And this is an important thing because we're trying to establish with people that, we're there to do our work. I'm a market research analyst, and our research tells us that this is one of our most undeveloped markets. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions? And they'll say, okay. You say, great. How long has it been since you've seen Tupperware? Been to a party, seen a catalog, had a chance to purchase Tupperware. How long has it been? Now, I'm going to tell you that 9 out of 10 of the people you're going to talk to are probably going to say, oh, I thought Tupperware had gone out of business. They don't know that Tupperware's still around. They don't know how to get Tupperware. They might have heard about it somewhere, but have they had a chance to purchase? Been to a party, seen a catalog, had a chance to purchase? Okay. Or actually, let me step back a step, because the first question you're going to ask them is, do you know anybody that sells Tupperware? That's the first question. Let me ask you a question. Do you know anybody that sells Tupperware? Okay. So what you're going to encounter is there's going to be a whole generation of people who think that Tupperware is something they can go to any store and get, because they think Tupperware is like anything that's plastic. They think Tupperware is like Band-Aids and Kleenex. And so when you ask the first question, do you know anybody that sells Tupperware? No. Or yes. If they say yes, wonderful. Who is it? And if they don't know a name, they don't know anybody that sells Tupperware. I had a lady I was talking to last week, and she said, oh, yeah, I've got this lady. I buy Tupperware. I said, well, who is she? Well, I don't really know her name. And I go, well, how do you get it from her? Well, sometimes she posts on Facebook. Oh, so you really don't know her. You just hope that you see her post. And then she's like, well, yeah, that's kind of what it is. Okay, then you don't have a Tupperware consultant. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. The second question is, well, how long has it been since you've been to a party, seen a catalog, had a chance to purchase? Okay, those two questions will tell you something very important. If they don't know anybody that sells Tupperware, and if their friends don't know anybody, because their friends don't know anybody because they haven't been invited to a party or seen a catalog, this means this is an undeveloped market. And those two questions tell you right there that this is an undeveloped market. And you say, that's exactly what we found, is that people don't know how to get Tupperware. And one of the things that we're doing right now is trying to build this area. We are on a mission to find people looking for a way to make money. By any chance, do you know anybody looking for a way to make extra money? Because our part-time consultants can make, $100 to $200 in just a few hours. And you pause and you stop and you let them hear what you said. Because what they're going to realize is that, well, maybe I need to make some money. And maybe they don't. And that's okay too. Because if they say, no, I don't really think I know anybody, no problem. Well, one of the other ways that we are able to tap into a new market is we find someone that would like to get free Tupperware. Because with our new cooking experiences and our online parties, we have a way to offer people the chance to see what's new in Tupperware. And by doing that, we can give our host free Tupperware. By any chance, do you know anybody that loves to get treated special, spoiled, rotten, and get free stuff? Because on average, our hosts get $100 worth of Tupperware for free. All right. So what we're doing, and I want you to pay attention to what I just did. I did not say, do you want to have a party? Do you want to sell Tupperware? What I did is put it in front of them, showing them what it offers, and then they can pick it up. They can take advantage of it. And that's really cool. That's a really great approach to doing it. So if you did this, you ask these questions. Do you know anybody that sells Tupperware? How long has it been since you've seen Tupperware, been to a party, had a chance to look at a catalog? We're trying to build the area. One of the ways that we do that, we're looking for some sharp people in the area. By any chance, do you know anyone looking for a way to make extra money? No problem. The other way that we're able to tap into and build a new market is to find people who want to host a cooking experience. By any chance, do you know anyone that loves to get treated special, spoiled, rotten, get free Tupperware? Then you leave it there as well. They're either going to say yes or no to either question. And if they say no to both questions, then you say, that's no problem. Thank you so much for your help today. Would you like to be kept updated on what's new in Tupperware? Here's my flow code. You can scan it right now and join my VIP group. You can scan it right now. Go to my website. Whatever you've set up your QR code, flow code to go to, you can pull it up, let them scan it, and join your group. because right there, you just added another person to your contacts. Because if you go back and look at your VIP groups now, because most of us, that's the way we've been working for the last few years, is we rely on our VIP group on Facebook. And if you look at that group, you're going to see that there's a lot of people that have been in your group since you started. There's going to be people who've been host with you. There's going to be people who've been coming to your parties. There's going to be other Tupperware consultants on there, but there may or may not be a lot of new people. And if you don't add 10 to 15 new people to your VIP group every single week, guys, you are going to find your business going dry. So when I say this to you, I'm saying this because I've been through this. I've been through this the old-fashioned way. I've been through this in the new way. I have seen the things we have to do over the years to change, to adjust our business. But one thing remains constant. If we do not add new contacts, new customers into our base every single day, we will run out of business. And it's sad because there are 95% of the people out there who don't even know someone selling Tupperware. And those are the people that you have an opportunity to grab hold to. Those are the people that you have a chance to get to. And this is going to help you to grow your business. So today I want to challenge you to get out and see some more people, to get out and make some new contacts, to really reach out there and figure out new ways to reach new people. If you are working vendor events, and like I said, we've been talking about that the last 2 weeks, as a way to meet new people. But if you're not capturing these new people into your business, and if you are not booking parties with those people, and if you are not recruiting those people, then that's just more legwork. Save yourself time. Do what you want to do up front, and then work what you don't get later. Okay, so like if they don't take advantage of anything today, you're going to work that later. But don't do a vendor event and come home and say, whoa, look at this, I got 100 leads. Because that's just 100 people you got to get back in touch with, and you're going to play phone tag with, and you're going to play ghost tag with on Facebook. But if you can get them to commit to something right there when you're there, liking your Facebook page, scheduling a party with you, signing up on the spot to join your team, then your business is going to flourish. And I will tell you, the biggest thing you can do to yourself is to add these new people and turn them into parties and turn them into recruits, because that will turn your business around overnight, just like that. So going back to the quote that we said, I made my plans. I worked it until it worked. I didn't work it till I got tired. I didn't work it till I felt like giving up. I worked it until it worked. That means we don't give up. It was sheer persistence, and I wasn't willing to give up until it worked. You see, when you give up when you're down, it means you're a quitter. When you give up when you're on top, it's a choice. It means that you made a decision that I'm ready to leave. But when you give up on your business when you're down, it means that you are defeated and you let it beat you. So don't let it beat you. Be out there, be visible, be talking, be growing, because you can turn your business around overnight. I promise you, you can, if you will take these things and you will work with these as well. So we're going to move through and talk about a few things we've got for all of our new reps. Do I have any new reps on tonight? Anyone who's joined during the month of October, if you are on right now and you've joined during the month of October, go ahead and put your name in the comments. Say, I'm here. And if you are watching and you've recruited somebody this month, you have a new recruit that's maybe, that you've just brought in, make sure you've tagged them so they're watching here with us, because we have 2 more days before the end of this month. Our month ends on Wednesday, October 26th. I know it's crazy. How can it be the end of the month on a Wednesday? But that's the way our business works. And by this Wednesday, when our new team members put in $40 by Wednesday night, whether they buy it themselves, They get to shop at a discount. That's $40 worth of Tupperware they got for $30. Or if they bought samples, they got it for $25. They're going to get the whip and mix, one of my favorite products, my favorite newer products that we have, because you can whip cream in 30 seconds and you can make a buttercream frosting in 2 minutes. Or they can get the two That's a Bowl sets. Huge values for these, $65 and $64 values, $54 values for just $15. And of course, there's still time for someone to open an account today, open an account tomorrow, get that first order in and take advantage of this as well. For our recruiters, of course, for the first person that you recruit this month that does this, you're going to get the Fix and Mix bowl and the simple spoon for $10. And if you work with that new recruit and you hold a party for them tomorrow, and guys, think outside the box. Think about this way. How long does it take for you to call a friend and say, hey, what are you doing? You want to go out to eat? Great. Let's go to Olive Garden for dinner. We don't ask them, what are you doing 3 weeks from today? Would you maybe want to go to dinner? We say, what are you doing right now? What are you doing tonight? You want to go to dinner? Great. This is the same thing with a virtual Tupperware party, with a Zoom Tupperware party. You don't have to clean your house. You don't have to even put on a bra. You can just do it right then and there. So if you're talking to somebody, if you've got somebody that just joined the business, then you can go, great, let's get you started right now, because as soon as you open your account, your business is running and the clock is ticking. So let's go ahead and set up your link and start sharing it with your friends and start working on your orders. We can start posting, we can create an event, we can create a group, however you want to do it. And you can start posting for them, showing them how to do it, and they can start telling their friends, oh my gosh, I started a Tupperware business. I'm making money. Woohoo, this is fantastic. And that's going to help them to get the sales in to qualify for their $40 or to start qualifying for their Confident Start rewards. And when they have $500 in sales, you can get any one of these, either of these sets that you see here for just $20. So we've got this baking prep set, and then we've got the fabulous, that's a mega bowl with the spoon and the shears as well for just $20. Those are incredible. And there's still time to do that. If you have somebody that's already come in, you've got 2 more days to do that. If you recruit somebody tomorrow, they can do it as well. We also have 2 more days to take advantage of all these October record breaker hosts. And once again, if you're talking to somebody about coming into the business, they can take advantage of this by hosting their own party. You can take advantage of this by hosting your own party today. Start it now. As soon as we finish tonight, start that party and say, all right, who wants to see what's new in Tupperware? And you're going to have to get off your VIP page to do this. You're going to have to get on your personal page, and you're going to have to ask people to help you. You can say on your personal page, who can help me? I have a big goal to make. Who will help me by sharing a post? Put that on your personal page. When they say, I will, you're going to personally message them and you're going to ask them to post, who wants to see what's new in Tupperware? Comment here to get invited to an online party. That's what they're going to post. And they're going to be inviting people to your online party. And you can do that today. You can do that tomorrow. You can have a party in the next 48 hours, and you can make your goal for the month of October, and you can earn this amazing salad spinner, because to me, this is the best thing we've got that you can get. Yes, Kelsey, you're exactly right. We are entrepreneurs. It's our job to get out there and talk to people about what we do. And don't be afraid of that either. Are there going to be people who are like, oh, I don't want to help somebody. I don't want to deal with somebody who's in direct sales. Well, that's their problem. That's not your problem. They would rather go give their money to a big box store. They'd rather go help a CEO, pay for their third home instead of help you put food on the table, shoes on your children's feet, send your children to college. I mean, you've got to be out there and you've got to let people know that they're supporting you. They're helping you with what you're trying to do in your life. So don't be afraid of that and get that out there. At the $500 party level, of course, we have our bonus host gift specials that they can select, or $65 in free Tupperware. We have our bonus offer for the Cool Warmy and the insulated metal water bottle. And then, of course, at $1,000, we have that double host credits for the $500 in free Tupperware. And that is amazing that you can, what you can pick for $400 and show people what does $400 in Tupperware look like. You know, put together some sets. You could get this, you could get this, you could get the micro cooker and the knives and this. Show people what it looks like so that they can get excited. Trey, we're so glad to have you on our team as a new consultant, and we want you to be able to reap all the rewards that our business has to offer you as well. And piggybacking on what Kelsey said, when you support small business, you're supporting a dream. And guys, you need to be telling people this is your small business. You're an entrepreneur, or I like to call it a solopreneur. You are, you're a single business owner. You're your own business. And some of you are doing it as a side job. Some of you are doing it as a full-time job. Some of you are single parents. Some of you are in a couple. Some of you are just getting started in life. Some of you are empty nesters. It doesn't matter where we are in our lives. To have a stream of income coming in that you are in control of is huge. And it gives you great tax advantages. Talked to two people last week who came up to me and they were like, they weren't even thinking about starting a Tupperware business. And we started talking. They go, I can use this as a tax write-off, can't I? And I said, yes, you can. She goes, I don't have any tax write-offs right now. I need one. This is what I need to do. And both of them signed up because they needed a tax write-off. So when you support small business, you're supporting a dream. Get that message out there. Be talking about it, putting it in front of people. Let people see this is who you are. This is what you do. And you are there to support them as well by helping them to get the best product on the market. Okay, little quick trivia question, because I don't remember what my next slide is. But next trivia question, and I'm going to ask Charlie to be watching in the stream. How many patents does Tupperware, active patents, let me say that. How many active patents does Tupperware currently have? Now, what that means is Tupperware, creates a new product, they build a mold for it, and they get a patent. And that patent means that Tupperware has the rights to this design. Nobody can use this design but Tupperware, and in the form and shape that it is. How many patents does Tupperware have? All right. Because, I see somebody said 10. Okay. 10 patents. Okay. 477. Those are all really good answers. I want to keep seeing what we come up with. 224 we got in there. All right. And 525. Oh, 457. Okay. So we're getting up there in those bigger numbers there, which is awesome. Okay. But you know what, guys? You're not even close. You're not even close. Not even close. Huh, Charlie? Charlie says lots. Okay, ding. That's a good answer. It is lots. It is lots and lots and lots, because Tupperware currently has, you got to think, okay, how many products do we have in our line? How many products are we currently selling right now on our website and in our catalog? See, some of your answers are way lower than that. So we are currently selling over 270 products in our catalog and online. Okay. But we have patents for over 850 products. So when we think about that, 850 products that Tupperware has to offer, and we're currently only offering 270 or so of them. that means that these products are constantly rotating and turning. So we have certain products that are always core. I know it's a wowers, right? I mean, and when you think about that, there's nothing anyone can do to compete with that. The key, though, is that we're not getting in front of enough people for them to see the 270 that we have to be able to sell those to them. And then when we can sell 270 products to everybody, we still have another 600 that we haven't even sold to them yet. And this is what Tupperware does. So some of you may have noticed, well, we don't have a baking keeper right now. We don't have a jumbo bread server right now. We have products that we sell sometimes, the oldies, yep, like the oldies, like the elephant and they were called the zoo animals. And, they bring, and these are things that they bring back. And sometimes, we don't see them for a really, really, really long time. And sometimes we see them every once in a while as well. So this is a key thing that we want to really think about when we're talking to people is that, Tupperware brings some of these things back. So how many of you have already had somebody say to you, do you have a jumbo bread server? Do you have a baking keeper? Do you have the old school cake taker? Do you have the flavor saver? Ham keeper? They'll call them different things. All of these things, anytime somebody asks me for something, the junior season serve, we don't even have that right now. But when people ask you for a product that we don't currently have, you tell them, see, it's funny you should ask for that because we have over 850 patents. And we continuously are selling at least 270 or more at any one time. So these are products sometimes that rotate back. I will be happy to keep your information and keep it noted so that when we come back with that, I can reach out to you. At the same time, why don't you scan my QR code and join my VIP group so you can keep in touch with me and you can see what's going on, okay? So that's going to be a really important way to keep those customers, new customers, and following up with those people as well. So Charlie's going to go back and tell me who was the closest to the 850. And I'm going to have a gift for them too, but he's working on his other gift that we're going to give away tonight also. Excuse me. Let me take a sip of water. All right. So one of the things, and I want to share these things with you because I think sometimes we let our focus get on things that really and truly are not that important to what we do. We've talked a little bit over the last month about Tupperware's strategy to get in front of more people because we have this whole, like I said, a whole generation of people who don't even realize that Tupperware is a brand, that they think it's anything that's plastic. We have a whole group of people who know the brand Tupperware, but they think we've gone out of business. They think it was something that their grandma had and they love it to their because their grandma had it. They love it because they've got the one in their home that their grandma had. And one of the things that, but they don't know that we have new products. So what we have to do is be out there and talking to them and not worry about the fact that Tupperware's over here offering, a very select group of products in Target or a very select group of products in another venue to other people, because each of us, if we're out at a vendor event, any one of us someone can come to a vendor event and say, well, I really need that product today. I know I have a Tupperware consultant, but she doesn't have that product, so I'm going to buy it from you today. And that happens to us all the time as well. What we're trying to do is take care of our customers. And you want to direct your if you meet somebody and they say they have a consultant, you always want to say, that's wonderful. I'm so glad you have a consultant. Ask them who their consultant is, and then say, why don't you reach out to her and ask if she can get you that. And if not, you can always come back and see me. So this is the thing. We're here to support each other. We're not here to be like vultures trying to grab any customer that's out there. But at the same time, we don't need to be worried about if somebody buys a soup mug from somebody else, or if somebody buys a product from somewhere else other than through us. Because I have 270 products that nobody else has, right? No other outside location has. I have 270 products and I'm continually rotating. I have things to offer that are important to offer people. So this is the key, guys. I want you to get focused on what you're in control of. And I want you to get out there and I want you to see people. And I want you to talk to people. And I want you to be excited about helping people in their business. Now, one of the things that makes Tupperware unique and makes Tupperware different than anything else that is on the market is our limited lifetime warranty on many of our products. Now, I say it's on many of our products because we do have a line of products that we have what we call a Q warranty. And these are things that we're guaranteeing for a year. So in this year of, the first year, then we would need to, we'd want to know that they bought it from you and things like that. We have to be able to, we can tell by the color sometimes of things. But I want to talk to you about the limited lifetime warranty, because for many of you who are newer, you may not have ever even had to deal with this because, you've been doing your business virtual. You may have come in during a time when we could not handle it because we went to a new web system and we couldn't handle it at all. So we're going to kind of go over it tonight and talk a little bit about it. And then I'm going to give you a couple of strategies on how to work with this. All right. So putting my little thing back up here. There we go. Okay. So first thing I want to talk about is when you get a product in your order and it is broken. I had this happen just the last couple of weeks. Back in September, we had the cereal stores on sale and I got my cereal stores in and I was like, what? The outside one on 2 different sets was broken. And this is where you'll see here, it is broken. It's broken off completely. That corner is completely broken off. Same thing happened with one of our snack store larges. The corner was broken off. Now, the material that this using, it's a very sturdy material, but it does have a tendency, if it's cold, to be a little more brittle. And depending on how FedEx is handling it, and I've seen pictures of some of the boxes that have come in from FedEx, it can be pretty brutally handled, right? So when you receive a product and it is broken in the box, that is not something you handle as a warranty. What you're going to do when that happens is you are going to go to your orders where you place the order. You're going to pull the order number that this cereal store was on, this snack store large was on, and the order number. So the party number and the order number. Those are the 2 things you need. And you are going to contact customer care and you're going to send, you can send it by email or you can call them in and you're going to say, I received my order and it was broken when I received it, or it was broken when my customer received it. This is the order number. This is the party number. Okay, so the party number and the order number. You want to make sure that you have that. If it's just an order, you just have the order number. They can then look it up and see it, and they will send it at no charge. There's no shipping charge. There's no charge for the broken product. This is what you do if you get something that is broken. Very, very important to look at that as a different animal. Okay. But our warranty is against things that are cracked, chipped, broken, or are peeling. And I was trying to grab samples of things to show you. And unfortunately, I did not have one of them. I did not have peeling, but I'm going to explain that one to you. So now I'm going to show you what is covered by the warranty and then how do you handle it. All right. So these are all examples of things that have come in that that people have brought me that were broken. Okay. So I've got a super cereal store here, and you'll see it's broken or kind of cracked. That one's kind of cracked through there. This is an Impressions gallon pitcher, and the little tab on the side of it is the same one that's in our host gift special right now. And that little tab thing is broken off completely. There's an Impressions tumbler, and the little Playtex valve in the center came off. Here's another Modular Mate round seal that's got, it's kind of broken right there, cracked. And then this is another seal that was completely cracked. And you will discover, as you have people bring you things, that there are certain colors that we've tended to have a little more issue with. So sometimes this blue breaks, has a tendency to get brittle over time, especially if it's stored in either really cold temperatures or really hot temperatures, as well as brown. Over the years, the brown has also been pretty bad about doing that. And it's just an instability in the colorant that, of course, they didn't know when they made them. But these are all covered by our warranty. Okay, so these would be things that let me check and see if I can cover it. Now, attacked by a bear and chewed, or chewed by the dog, clawed by the bear, those are not covered by the warranty. I had somebody ask me the other day, well, I'm just kind of tired of mine. Can I just return it for new ones? And I was like, you can return it for new ones at the cost of the new ones. But, we do not replace things that are chewed. We do not replace things that are burned. We do not replace things that have a bear attack. We do not replace things that they've stuck a knife through. And trust me, guys, I've had all of those brought to me. I haven't had the bear. I will say, Kathy, you got me beat on that one. I have had rat chews through one, but those are some of the things that over the years we will encounter. But these are all broken products. Okay. Now this is what's cracked. Okay. So cracked it's like you can see this little splinter line crack in the bottom of the Modular Mate round, in the bottom of this freezer container. And along this tumbler, these are what were called our watercolor tumblers. They have something that's called crazing. Okay, so crazing is these, when they were heated, people put them in dishwashers. They really weren't supposed to put them in the dishwashers, but they did. And over time, that shock of the temperature caused them to craze. Now, honestly and truly, I have some of these. I still use them. They work perfectly fine. They're not the most beautiful, but I love those glasses, so I keep using them, and they do not leak. So as long as they're not leaking, I'm good with it. I can keep going as well. Oh, let's go back. All right. So this is cracking. This is chipping. This is breaking. You've seen this. So these are cracking kind of things. We saw some breaking things. We saw some things that were kind of chipped off on the edges. When these are things that are covered by the warranty, then you have two options that you will have to service your customer. So our warranty says we will replace it if the product is still available, or we will check to see if there's a comparable product, or they will get a credit to use for a new product. Okay. So I'm going to take you into our back office because I want you to see how you would go about that. And when we do that, Charlie just posted a thing. I guess there's a question out there, still should fit the container. And once again, sometimes when you replace a seal for somebody, they may say it doesn't fit the same as the one before. And that's highly likely because, something that was made 20 years ago and has been used over and over and over could have, stretched, and the seal might not fit it. It could have been, a little bit like the new seal may be a little bit more designed to fit our new container that has a little bit thicker wall than the old one had. And in that case, sometimes we may have to do a workaround. We may have to, get them a new container. We may have to try a couple of different things to get them to marry up. And that's a whole nother issue. And I will come back to that as well. But right now I'm going to, I want to share my screen. And I want to go to my tab over here. Find my little screen there, where it was. Hang on, where did it go? I had it pulled up. Why is it not coming up? Chrome tab. Okay. It's always like this, right? Whenever you're trying to do something and it's not quite where you need it to be. I bet I shut it down before we came on. Okay, I'm going to pull it back up just a second then. My office. All right. Here. And there. Okay, now I got it. There we go. All right, so we are in my website. And I'm hoping that everybody can see it because I can't see anything else but this at this point right now. Okay, so yeah, you can all see it. Great. So I'm going to make it a little bigger so you can all see it. And then I'm going to kind of walk you through what we do. So when you come to this space, up in the top right corner, you're going to click that little 3-bar thing that looks like a hamburger, and it's going to open up a sidebar. Okay, so in that sidebar screen, you are going to scroll down to where it says warranty request form. Warranty request form is where you're going to put in anything that you have that is broken. Okay, so we're going to click that and it's going to open this up. Now, one of the things that's very, very important is that you make sure that you have the broken product in hand or you have a photo of the broken product, because the pictures that I showed you earlier were all photos that some of them were ones that I took and some were ones that people sent me. So I will tell people, send me a picture of everything you have that's broken and I will check to see if I can replace it. Because people will say, I got this seal that goes to a bowl, and that seal to that bowl, I'm going to go here real quick. That seal to that bowl may or may not be available. I don't know. And they'll describe it, but it might not look anything like what they're describing. So it's really important that you just kind of reach into there and you get them to send you the picture. Now, the other thing you're going to ask them to do, and I'm going to make me big for just a second, is on your products, when you get your products, you're going to look, and on the product, there is always a number. And sometimes I tell people you have to get a magnifying glass. I don't know if you can see it on this one, but it's right here. There's a little bitty teeny weeny number. You have to get your magnifying glass out sometimes to see it, or you have to have really, really good eyes. On this one, it is right here in the centerpiece. It's right in there for you to find that. No, it's right there. There's that number right there. Okay. So like in this case, the number is, I can't even read it. I should have looked it up for. I think it's 1608. Okay, that one's that, 1608. So when I want to look it up, I'm going to go down here and I'm going to type in 1608. And on 1608, it tells me that the Modular Mate Rectangle 1 Ultra Clear. I'm going to click it. It's active. I can replace that for her. Yay. And then I would say it is cracked. It is broken. And then I would put that in there and I would say how many of them. I need 1. Okay. And then I would go to my next product. Now, if you do not know, what it is, if you don't have a mold number, sometimes you have to play go fish or go hunt. Maybe they have the bowl and they don't have the seal, or they have the seal. Sometimes they'll have burn it and you just have, those are not warranted. So you're going to have to order one for those. But sometimes people, have a product and they can't tell you what this number is. And so you can tell what it is, but you don't have the number. And so you have to use your parts book to look things up. And if you look up your part on the parts book, there's actually a little tab down at the bottom here. It says parts book, and you click on that and it's going to open it up. I have it saved on my computer so I can easily find and look through things there as well. Now, sometimes the things that you're going to ask for are maybe not available. Like right now, the 5-inch instant seal is obsolete. I cannot get that. We are asking for them to try to find it. That's one that oftentimes will crack right in the center because we have a lot of people that, have these bowls. They're the ones that went to the 10 ounce and 20 ounce Cervalier bowls. So, but right now I can't get that. So what I would also want to do is this is where I'm going to use my parts book and my parts index. And I'm going to cross-reference and I'm going to look up Cervalier bowl, 10 ounce, and I'm going to find the mold number for that. And then I'm going to request a credit for both pieces. Because if I cannot get them a replacement for the seal that is broken, then what I can do is give them a credit for both the seal and for the bowl. Okay. So that's what we have. That's what we do when we do the credits. If they are okay with it, it's a 10-ounce bowl, then I can look and say, well, what bowl do I have that's a 10-ounce bowl? Would they be happy with it? So a 10-ounce bowl might be something like a cereal bowl. And if they're happy with that, then I would order as a replacement a cereal bowl and a cereal bowl seal. Okay, so that would be a comparable product. But a lot of times they're happy with the credits that we give them there as well. So this is kind of it's kind of like a process, and yes, it takes a little bit of time. But here's the thing: when they ask you to handle warranty things, you want to tell them, yes, we have our limited warranty on many of our items, and I'll be happy to help you with that. There is no charge for the replacement. Your only charge is shipping from the factory. However, you can purchase up to $75 worth of Tupperware from, and not pay any additional shipping than what you'll pay for your replacement. So this is how you turn just a replacement into an order. So when I tell people there's just a shipping fee, it's $9.99 plus tax. However, you can shop with that same $9.99 shipping for anything on our website up to $75 at no extra shipping. And so then I tell them, go check and let me know. I'll put it all in for you, because they can't do warranty on the website. We do that for them. Another reason why they deal with you only through a Tupperware consultant, only through their independent rep can they get this kind of service. So this is why we do this, because we turn it into more as well. So that's a really important thing. Now, peeling, I wanted to mention to you peeling. Peeling is not when they've stuck it in the microwave and it's melted. Peeling is not when they've got little white spots on the inside of their plates because they put it in the microwave. Peeling is very rare. It's typically only found in very old products. And it usually happens, there is at the center of, I'm going to put my camera big again so you can see it. At the center of your product, like right there with that little dot that's right there, that's where the injection mold ends. And sometimes in really old pieces, there'll be like a little air bubble will kind of form right there. And that air bubble will start to peel up. That's peeling. The other place that we see peeling is on the edges of some of the really old tumblers. The orange, the green, the brown, the yellow, that were kind of the heavy duty ones. Sometimes we'll see a little peeling around the top edge of that Those are usually the only times you'll ever see peeling when it comes to our warranty products. So it's really important to know these things and handle it. And if you have questions about things, you can always reach out to me and Charlie. For years, that's what our job was. People would bring it to us at our office, because we did the processing of the orders and we handled it all. They would bring the defectives to us. We would have to look at it, assess it, and say, this is covered, this is not covered. And this is comparable, this is not comparable. So if you have questions, you can always reach out to us. Now, Charlie is going to put in the chat something, or put actually on a banner for me and put it up here. There is an address for our Tupperware factory. And what you're going to want to do is, if you happen to have somebody who, because this happens, because this is what people do, they go to yard sales and or they collect broken Tupperware from places, and then they come and show up with a garbage bag full of broken Tupperware that they want replaced. And sometimes, this has been out in the dog pen because it's so nasty. But when you take you can tell them that, you can just say, you know what, I am not authorized to handle that quantity of defectives. Here is the address for you to send it to. And you're going to send it to the actual Tupperware factory. And it's Tupperware Inc. And it's at 248 Tupperware Road, Hemingway, South Carolina. And the zip code's 29554. Charlie's going to leave that up for just a minute so you can all write that down. You're going to tell them to mail it to the factory. And in the box with their broken Tupperware, they need to put the top and the bottom to both of their pieces. They need to put a card with their name, their phone number, their email, and their address so that Tupperware can send them back any warranties. And they need to understand that if Tupperware cannot replace it, they will not return the broken pieces. Okay. And it's amazing though, because once again, I was at an event last week and I had several people come up to me and I just said, you just mail it here. And they're like, oh, okay, great. And they had no problem with it. But if somebody brings you a garbage bag full and you don't really feel like that customer is interested in doing anything else, and you tell them that they're going to have to pay $9.98 shipping to get it replaced and all this, then they're just, you give them that. The other reason that this is important is because we do have kind of a system where we have I'm trying to think of the right word. There had been a few situations where people have been abusing the warranty program and just ordering out all kinds of stuff for warranty that's not warranty. Thousands of dollars worth of stuff for warranty. And so Tupperware has put a hold. And so we have to submit this warranty claim form that I was showing you there just a minute ago. And I'm going to go back there as well in just a second. I'm going to go back over here. Okay. And show you that. Okay. And once you've completed this whole process, you've put in, I usually just do my name and I put the customer's name, but I have my email for it to come to. So I have the voucher coming to me because they don't have there's nothing they can do with it. I'm the only one that can put it in if it is warranty items. But once I have it and I review it and submit it, it will then go into a warranty claim list. And then all I need to do is click that one. That's the second line. And you'll see these are all some that I have taken care of over the last few months. And some you'll see are completed. Those were, I did their things for them and I submitted it. You'll see this one in particular, Donna Bartlett. She had some warranty things and she had some obsolete things. So she had to get a credit. And I had written her back and I said, this is what I can replace. This is what I cannot replace. This is your credit. What would you like to do? And she didn't get back to me. And then she finally got back to me. And so I took care of it. But the first warranty that claim that I did expired because you have 30 days to use that warranty claim. So it expired. The same thing with this lady. After we did it all, she didn't want to pay the $9.99 shipping. And I was like, then that's the way it is. And so she didn't get it. But you'll see all of these others. This was another one. He didn't want to pay the $9.99 shipping to replace his seal. And that was his choice. So his expired. But as they complete, then it's there. So this is when I get ready to do it. This is the warranty number that I'm going to copy. I would copy this number and I'm going to paste it in my order. So when I go to create my order, let me copy. I'm just going to pretend like let me copy one of these real quick. Copy. Okay. I can't copy that one because it's already been done. But anyway, here we go. All right, so I'm going to create up, and it can't be a consultant order. It has to be a customer order. You can do these in parties. And then I would come down here into this customer order. After the blue circle quits running, which we've had a lot of problems with that today, right? And I'm going to scroll down here to where it says vouchers and warranties. I'm going to type that in there and then add it. Okay, and then it will pop up. This is going to tell me that it's already been used. See, it says that it's been used actually in this case. So, because that one actually had warranty and defect and credit. So I've done that one already. So I can't use that one because I've already used it. But it would give you a little thing up here to click, and you can order the items there, or it'll have an amount, and it'll tell you have to order regular line products to be able to do that as well. Okay. So let me take that off. There we go. So that is a little short thing on how to do warranty. If you have questions about it, we'll be glad to answer that. Please, in the comments, let me know if that makes things a little clearer for you. If you have any questions about it, we will certainly do our best to try to help answer that for you as well going forward. So going back, let's go ahead and finish up with a couple of things tonight before we head off because we're a little bit behind. Big congratulations to the folks who qualified for their Tupperware brochures on board. Decals, it was a 1-week challenge, and Dawn Vermette, Karen Edwards, Paula McBride, Celia Neri, Caitlin Mayberry, Lily Tovar earned it for free, and Kelsey Phelps and Shannon Daniel earned it with a $5 copay. And just reach out to me if you want to order those, and I will get those ordered and mailed out to you as well. And then, of course, we are coming down, as I said, to the final days for all of these amazing gifts that you can qualify for. Be sure you check your level of sales, reach out to your director if you have any questions. How close am I? I will be doing an update again today and again tomorrow, as where we are on that. But as we come into this final countdown, these next 48 hours to close the month, you may have seen a post that I did last week that Charlie, I was able to convince him to dig deep into his pockets. And when we have a $100,000 week this week, he is going to give away a $400 cash to somebody who hit submit this week. Now, we want to add a little bit more to that because we've still got a little ways to go. So I decided we would have a final countdown. And I want to explain to you, very important, how this works, because if you don't play the way it works, then you don't win. All right. So for every $5,000 that is submitted starting now, 9 p.m. Eastern time on Monday, all the way up until 11:59 p.m. on Wednesday, I am going to give away a prize. And each prize is going to get bigger and bigger. Each time we do it, it's going to get bigger and bigger. I've got some surprise bags. I'll be sharing pictures of those in the morning so you can see all those. I'll show a few of the prizes that we have. There's going to be products that you've never seen before. There'll be products that are exclusive. There'll be premium products. You're going to want to have all of those things, right? And here's how it works. So every time somebody puts us over the next level, All right. And I've already written the number down. I'm not telling you where we are right now. At 9 p.m., I wrote down the number. It's a little after 9 now. But I wrote down my number of where we're at. And so and actually I wrote the number down at 8 p.m. Or right before 8 p.m. So whatever we are at 8 p.m., the first time, as soon as we hit 5,000 over that number, I'm going to give away a prize to the person who put us over. So it's not about a drawing. It's who puts us over. All right. And how do you know if you're the one who puts us over? Well, you just have to hit submit. You have to make sure you're hitting submit. And then when you hit submit, you have to comment on the final countdown post. So this is going to be there. And I'm going to have my number for you to text me. So you're going to post and you're going to text me. Just hit submit for $55. Just hit submit for $110. Order just went in on my website for $175. Whatever it is, every time you hit submit, every time somebody places an order on your website, you need to comment. Because if you don't comment, I won't know that yours is the one that took us over. Because as soon as I get that comment, I'm going to go look and say, who put us over? Who put us over? Because I do get an update every time orders go in, but sometimes when my update comes in, it might have 3 or 4 people hit submit within that last 10 minutes. So what I'm going to be looking at is who did it right that minute, because I've got it live. I'm going to be looking. I'm going to see this is the order that put us over. And the person that puts us over that next level is the one that's going to win. So it's going to be exciting, and it's going to be like unknown, and it's going to be fun for us to do it. And as you see, there are 15 slots there. I got 15 prizes to give away. And if we keep going towards that $400 cash of Charlie's, I just might keep adding things to it as well. So it's going to be a fun 48 hours, and we're going to make some big things happen as we go forward with that. So be sure to put in the comments anything that you are excited about, something that you learned tonight, something that you're going to do, maybe a new way that you're going to reach out and meet some new people, maybe how you're going to expand your customer base a little bit more every single day, something that you're going to do to create new value for you as a Tupperware consultant. Because remember, guys, hashtag only at the party do they get you. Hashtag only at the party do they get service like you offer. Hashtag only at the party do they get the 270 products that we offer that they can't get anywhere else. Hashtag only at the party do they have someone that's going to keep them updated when one of the other 850 products that we have patents on come out as well. So don't ever diminish the value of what you have to offer people, and be loud and proud about the fact that you are an independent Tupperware rep and you rule the world. So our Jubilee fundraiser for this month is coming to an end. Our t-shirts, we're getting our final order together. Our Tupperware It's a Wonderful Life t-shirts, they will be, the crystals are coming in tomorrow. I'm going to start pressing and we'll start mailing. So let's be sure to get your orders in so you don't miss out on those as well. And closing with this one quote: there is no failure except in no longer trying. And it goes back to what I said at the very beginning. We do not stop until we win. We keep going. We keep working. We are persistent. And when we do that, we always end on top. You are the best team in Tupperware. Charlie and I love you and appreciate you so much. So let's go close this month strong and make big things happen. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a great evening. Bye.